Really close. There's just one more L in there. But yeah, the Posh Santa was really a fun class. Let me see. They did that. Here we go. That was Posh Santa. And do you see those curves? Now, the nice thing, the metro pattern, that's right. Thank you, Lynette. It's the metro pattern. So, you're right, Larry. It looks like a double wedding ring. And I will promise you, it's a heck of a lot faster than doing a double wedding ring. It really is amazing how it all comes together. So it's with the beauty of this tool right over here. This is it, the Quick Curve Ruler by So Kind of Wonderful. All right, so I'm going to show you how that's done. So we're going to move the computer over, and every pattern goes together a little differently. But the nice thing about these patterns is that they are really well written. Okay, and with this ruler comes step-by-step instructions on how to make a really pretty table runner. Okay, and I'll show you what that table runner looks like here in just a minute. So it will tell you exactly, step by step of how to cut your blocks and how to do them. So this particular pattern that is on here for the little table runner is made up of 5-inch squares. Okay, 5-inch squares. So let me pull this down. And would you believe, this is, talk about a fun pattern to do. And again, it's included in this. You only need 2 fat quarters and a ½ yard of fabric. Okay, 2 fat quarters and a ½ yard of fabric. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to just do a couple at a time. And you stack these 5-inch squares on top of each other, and I'm going to turn it so that it's like at a diamond. I have a V. Do you see the V right here towards me? So what I do with the ruler is I have a V right here, and I'm going to place that V at the bottom of my stack. Okay, and you can do as many pieces at one time as you feel comfortable with. I'm just going to do 2 today. There is an opening, I should say, as the curve, and I'll just place my rotary cutter right in there and carefully do that, cut it, and you can see that now I have 2 pieces of it. All right, I'm also going to do the same thing with my background. And so this is my background piece. This is the ½ yard that I was talking about. I'll go ahead and put 3 of these on here. And then again, I'm looking for the V, and I place that V right there at the corner. And I will do another cut right there. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now you're going to cut all of your 5-inch squares this way. That wasn't hard, right? That was pretty easy. And then what you'll do is you're going to match these up. So we're going to put, the solid with one of my background pieces, and we'll do the same thing with this. We're just pairing them up, and then we do the opposite where we take this piece and we add it to this one. All right, do you see how those are going to come together like that? So now the next thing is, how do we sew these curves? Now, let me tell you, one of the beauties of this ruler is that you do not have to pin. That's huge, you guys. Traditionally, when we're piecing curves, we have to pin them. And we usually find the centers, and then we go to the outside and we do a pin, and then we do 2 more pins, and then we ease in between. You don't have to do that with this ruler. And the beauty of it is that not only are there no pins, but it doesn't even matter if your cutting is perfectly correct, because we are going to square this up later. So for those of you, for example, who love Tucker trimmer rulers, right? You're going to love this because it's almost like a tucker trimmer where you make it a little bit bigger and then you square it down, and then it's absolutely perfect. Okay, so let me now show you how that's done. So when we piece curves together, we have this outer piece and this inner piece, right? What I recommend is that you have the outer piece that is on the bottom left-hand side of you, and then this is going to go up. This piece needs to be at the bottom, and this piece is going to stay on top. Now, how do I remember that? We could use difficult words like concave and convex, right? But I don't know. If you're like me, I'm always like, now, which one is the concave and which one is the convex? I always get them confused. So rather than confuse myself, okay, let me remind you, I was a school teacher, right? So I'm going back to my school teaching days, right? So what I do is this to me looks like a C, okay? When I'm going to draw a C, this is the C. And so the C, the way it's formed, is going to stay at the bottom. It's going to be at the bottom just like concrete. I know, that may sound silly to some of you, but what is below us, down below us, is concrete, right? So I always remember the C is concrete and it's at the bottom. I'm just saying, you figure out how you want to learn best, but this is the way I learn. I associate things, okay? So my concrete is at the bottom and this goes on top. Now again, if you're like, okay, now am I going this way? Am I going this way? Simply look at it like a puzzle, flip it over. That's the way you're going to sew it. I know that seems a little strange, but I promise you this is all going to ease in. So we're going to place the top of it on top of the concrete, right? We're going to place it about a half of an inch down below. And it tells us that in the directions, okay? Some of her patterns, she has you place a 1/4 inch below. This one is a 1/2 inch below. So I'm going to just kind of I'm just guesstimating where a 1/2 inch is. I am not going to take out a ruler and try to measure it. Nobody's got time for that, right? So we're going to go about a 1/2 inch. And again, the beauty of this is that this is going to look really ski-wampus, but I promise it's going to be 100% perfect once we square these up. So I'm going to place this at the top of my machine where my needle is, and then as this comes around, and you'll see it here in just a minute, I'm going to gently pull on this bottom one, and I'm going to gently pull on the top one, and what our goal is we're creating a straight seam line. All right, so let's come over to the machine, and I'll show you how that's done. All right. Let me get that ready. Okay, here we go. So again, my top, I have my C, and that's like concrete. It's at the bottom. I'm going to place this one on top about a 1/2 inch down, and then place it under my needle. Make sure that my needle is set up at a 1/4 inch. There we go. Okay, it's at a 1/4 inch. And then with my presser foot up, place it down. I'm going to kind of finagle it. Okay, and now I'm going to begin to sew. So let me start, and I'll show you here what's happening. Okay, so I've gotten my needle into there. Now, the goal is to merge these two together. So I'm going to gently pull the blue one over. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. A little closer, don't be shy. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take off my extension table here. Ashley, could you grab this? Whoops. Thank you. Okay, let's see if we can get in a little bit closer here. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to actually, I know this might sound a little strange, I'm going to take the top one with my right hand, and I'm going to take the bottom with my left hand, and I'm kind of like, I'm moving them over, placing one on top of the other as it sews. So the needle's going to come down, and I'm just taking it nice and slow, pulling it, but not too tight. And what happens is that I'm getting a perfect 1/4 inch and I'm just sewing straight. I'm actually not even sewing in a curve. I am sewing straight here. And again, getting towards the end. So this is where, remember we talked about how awesome the stiletto is? That's where I would totally use my stiletto at the end here. Okay, and there we go. Pretty cool, right? I'm going to show you one more of sewing and then we'll go to press it. Let's see. I will do, which one should I do next? I'll go ahead and put this one. Okay, I'm going to, isn't that pretty? That's a Tula fabric, by the way. And I have my white. So again, which one's going to go on the bottom? The C is going to go on the bottom. All right, which is my concrete. So this one's on the bottom, this one's on top. I'm going to turn it right sides together, and even though it seems a little strange, I'm going to place it about 1/2 inch from the top where my bottom is sticking out by 1/2 inch. Now I'm going to grab my stiletto. I am chain piecing. Okay, so I just keep going, and there we go. And now I'm going to actually use my hands to guide it. Notice, again, no pinning, guys. Isn't that awesome? And I'm just sewing in a straight line. And the more you do this, the faster you're going to actually get. I'm taking mine really slow right now, just for the purposes of the demonstration, but you really can go quite fast with these. And it saves you so much time because you're not pinning these. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to cut my threads in between. Now, what I'll do, let's come over to the ironing station. Alrighty. And do you see how these extend? That's why I love this ruler so much, because I don't have to worry about getting them all the way to the ends. And what I do is I do a little finger press coming out from it. And now with it finger pressed, I'm going to press it with an iron. And I'm going to press from both the front and the back on this one. Normally I don't press from the back when I am doing blocks, but on this one I'm going to. Okay, so front and back, flip it over again, and do it one more time. All right, now I'm going to try it on this one. This is how it comes out of the machine. I will pull this out, give it a finger press, and really those curves just go so nicely. They're just going to fall right down, because it really is a very gentle curve that we're working with. Do you see how that just fell right down into place? Because it's such a gentle curve, that's why we can get away with not pinning, not finding centers, all of that. Okay. Press it from the back and press it from the front one more time. Now, again, the beauty of the ruler is we have a square up ruler on our hands. So let's go over here to the cutting station and I'll show you how we square this up. Okay, there we go. I'm going to use my rotating mat that I love so much. And I have my Quick Curve Mini. This is the mini ruler. They have 2 different sizes. Today I'm focusing on the mini though. The regular Quick Curve ruler works the same. It's just that the mini is smaller. And the other thing that I recommend that I actually put on the back, I'm sure you guys can guess what I added. I added Grippy on it. I added that spray Grippy that we sell because I love it. You're not going to have any shifting, which is kind of a big deal when we're squaring these up. Okay, so I'm ready to square up my first one. What you're going to do is now you're going to make sure that this the smaller piece is in the top right hand corner. And all the instructions, like I said, are found in the pattern. Very easy to do. But look at this. That is a very ski-wampus looking block, is it not? But oh, the beauty of this is when it all comes together, you're going to be amazed. So on this ruler, let's see if I can grab my little pointer here, see if we can do this. I want to show you. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can find a white space because I don't know how. Okay, I'll grab this fabric. There we go. All right. On this ruler, there is an 1/8 of an inch seam allowance right here at the top and an 1/8 of an inch seam allowance over here. Okay, that's really important because what it tells us is that we're going to put this just on top of the curve and this to the side of the curve. And that's how we know where to line it up. So the 1/8 and the 1/8. All right, so I'm going to do that right now by measuring an 1/8 above the curve and an 1/8 to the side of the curve. Top to the right. And now I'm going to trim this up. Use my rotating mat to do that. Okay, I've cut those. And now I have the 2 more sides to do. And because these are already squared up, now I can square it up along the 4 line vertical and along the 4 line horizontal. So I'm going to do that right now. 4 and 4. And now I'm going to square this up. There we go. Look at that, you guys. Is that a beautiful curved block or what? Let me do one more to show it one more time. Your smaller piece is going to be in the top right hand corner. I'm going to place the 1/8 of an inch just above and the 1/8 of the inch to the side of the curve. Here and here. Those are my 2 checking points. You guys, this ruler is so much fun because you just feel like so much satisfaction that you completed what might otherwise be known as a very difficult block, and it really wasn't hard at all. And then this is 4 here and 4 across. So I'm going to do that. And one more trim. Okay, and there we go. Once again, a beautiful curved block that goes so nice together. Okay, so what are we making here? What you'll end up doing is you're going to sew like a 4 patch. So here's a 4 patch that I did earlier. That's one part of the table runner. And then it's just like putting together a puzzle. So I've got these other pieces that have been done. And I'm going to place this one here. Let's see if I can get a better image. There we go. So I have my one of my 4 patches already done. I'm now going to add this one and this one. Do you see this coming together? And then we'll go here and one more final block there. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And then you're going to make 5 of these blocks right in a row. And this patch will now be up here, and this patch will be down here. So it goes opposite of each other. And this is going to be the cutest spring table runner. I'm so excited. And you know, this even reminded me a little bit like of an Easter egg. And I thought, boy, you could sure have fun with that whole idea too. The other thing I want you to notice is that these, you do not, when you're doing piecing these, you do not want that corner to go into the corner, okay? You don't want that curve to go into the corner. This is exactly why this ruler is so special, is because it automatically gives you the needed 1/8 of an inch seam allowance that you need. And when the 1/8 and the 1/8 are together, we're going to have a perfect curve. All right, and you see on this side the same thing. If the curve goes into the corner, then you're going to cut off some things. So it's perfect that the curve doesn't actually go into the corner, and it really is just a beautiful, beautiful block. Okay, so that is basically how it's done. I'm going to grab my stuff real quick and get out of Ashley's way so she can get ready.
Hey, I was doing really good on myself.
Someone asked how Nicole was doing. Nicole, how are you doing?
Okay today, not on days when there's physical therapy.
Yeah, trust me, I know that. We
Really,
all understand the physical therapy. Oof. Overall, great. Well, she's a trooper. I'll tell you what, she's looking awesome. Sorry, guys, I've left you a little mess there. Okay. Good luck, Ashley. Okay, I'll come out to my office area. All right. So, sorry, I was in the demo. I could hear that I was getting lots of questions. So, I hope I can help answer them right now. Let me show you the table runner that I was just making a finished picture of it, not of mine. Look how pretty this is. Is that gorgeous or what? It definitely has more of a modern feel to it. The quilting is stunning on there. And yep, Lorna, here's the completed table runner. So that's something right there, huh? Anyway, let's see. What size rotating mat did you guys get? Karen, I love the 16-inch from Sue Daily. Love, 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 love it. But isn't that a beautiful runner? You know, it's one of those runners that I wouldn't have normally, like at first glance, I would think, oh, I don't know if I could make that if I just saw it from the pattern. Because the pattern, oh, I love the pattern in there, is just, it's just a computer rendering of it. And so to see it in actual fabric is so gorgeous. I love that idea, Larry. He said you could do a Christmas theme and it's like ornaments. Yes, 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 yes. I love that. So, so perfect. I just think that runner is beautiful. Now, here's another free pattern on their website. So, if you wanted to get these trees, these would be so perfect um, for doing the a winter theme. I love the gray and white. I think it's beautiful. This again is done with the Quick Curve Mini ruler. And I think it's gorgeous. You could do it in Christmas colors, but how beautiful is it to actually do it with more of a winter theme? I think that is gorgeous. Okay, so that's another one that you could do with the Quick Curve Mini ruler. Let me see if there's another one. Maybe. Yeah, I think. Oh, here's another one that's done with the Quick Curve Mini. So you see, there's a lot of possibilities here. Okay, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love that wall hanging. That is just gorgeous. So really, really fun. And again, just a little bit, a little more modern. Okay, so that is theme number 2. Now let me run through real quick and see if there were questions, but I'm doing this like 17 things at one time because my head's going in 17 directions and I'm trying to read this. So let me see real quick. Oh, looks like pumpkins. You could do it in different oranges. Yes. Yes, 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 Brenda. And speaking of pumpkins, they also have this cute pattern called mini pumpkins. And I just love the look of that one with that charcoal gray Essex linen that just also arrived. Today was a great mail day. Can I just say, today was an amazing mail day. The Essex linen that we've been waiting on finally arrived. Um, this is Santa. They also have a Mrs. Santa. I love this one. This is Maud Strawberries. How cute is that? That's a fun one. Let's see. Marianne has made this block with Tula Pink. Yay! It's nice to do. Uh, the nice thing too about that runner is you can use any fabrics and you've got a whole different look, right? So for sure. Barb said it reminded her of Easter eggs as well. Okay. Oh, it looks like maybe there were some questions on what grippy spray is. It's awesome. Love, love, love it. It's a spray that you put on the back of your rulers, and let me tell you, it makes the biggest difference because you don't have it sliding. Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. Nope, no slip sliding away. Okay, with your rulers. Cheryl asked, I noticed you pressed each one going a different way. Was it just because you pressed to the lighter fabric, or does it matter which way you press? Cheryl, you will want to press to it tells you in there you want to press it towards the bigger piece. So you will want to press it towards the bigger piece. Let's see. Would a folding pin work with helping it lay flat? Oh, I bet it would. I didn't even think about that, Patsy, but I bet it would. Yeah, and Alicia, no, you do not have to clip the curves. Again, that's what's so cool about this ruler. You don't pin. You don't have to make sure it's perfect on all the different sides. You don't have to find the centers and then find the ends and then ease in between. All you're doing is you cut that gentle curve, and then you just make sure that as you're sewing, that is going right on top of each other, and it's awesome. It is actually a really, really fun ruler to do. Some of you are familiar with, ooh, I should bring this up. Let me see. Some of you are already signed up there we go, for Starry Night. Starry Night does not use the mini ruler, but it uses the larger ruler. Let me see if I can pull a picture of that really quick. And that's beautiful too. I'm like so in love with that one. Okay, where did Starry Night go? Any of you in Starry Night? So no, you do not have to clip the curves, guys. So cool. Some reason that doesn't want to work. Let's see, what other questions do we have? Subsiding away, subsiding away. Oh, there we go. I'm like, I know it's here somewhere. Okay, let me get a great picture of it. Somebody has already enrolled in Starry Night. Yay! It is so cute. You guys are going to be amazed at this. I want to do it so badly. So badly. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, you guys. Is that not the cutest quilt? You don't see nativity quilts very often. So this one just totally grabbed my attention, and it's not too late to sign up for it. If search Starry Night, and let me tell you, this one's a keeper. And the thing that just amazes me is that these ladies are constantly coming up with patterns to do this. It's incredible. Julie asks, is the larger ruler the same thing, only larger? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, so what size is Starry Night? Ooh, I don't remember off the top of my head. Maybe someone could look that up for us if you wouldn't mind. But you can kind of see in relation to that wall that it's actually quite a large quilt. And Melissa Mason is teaching the class for us on that, and the class comes free with your purchase. Yeah, it's really incredible. Bonnie Moore is asking, what is the difficulty on Starry Night? She did the Home Sweet Homestead, but she's nervous about all those curves. No, I mean, honestly, Bonnie, if you just saw the demo I just did, I promise that's how easy it is. It looks harder than it is, but it's not. I promise you, it is so easy to do. Does it take time? Yes. I mean, with anything, these things always take time, right? But the fact that you're getting those curves that you didn't have to pin and you can square up is perfect. So thank you, Lisa. Lisa said it's a 42 by 54. Oh, thanks, Bonnie. She said, I made it look easy. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, Marlene says it's 75 by 78, but they have other variations. I believe Marlene is right on the kit. One we kitted is 75 by 78. Yeah, I was going to say that looks bigger than a 42, but they do have variations. You know, another thing that would be really cute is if you say you don't want it as a big giant quilt, you could actually just do Mary, Joseph, and Baby Jesus, right? And just do a small wall hanging with that, and maybe do another wall hanging with the three wise men, and another one with the camel. I mean, it would be amazing, right? So really, really cool things that you can do with this ruler. Now, another book that they came out with is called Mini Wonderful Curves. This is 16 seasonal quilt projects using the Quick Curve Ruler Mini. And so if you liked just the little demo that I did, you may be interested in some of these other really fun, oh, look at that flag, really some really fun, more, again, a little bit more modern projects with this. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, I love that one. Yummy. So, oh, cute. Hearts. Tulips. So, lots of fun projects in there. So, yeah, I think it's just fun, right? So, Vicky says, I love the mini curve ruler book. Yay. Oh, and she loves the one on front. Mary is saying, Mary Carroll loves the one on front. Yeah, that's really cute. See all those low volume prints in the background? And I love the sunflowers. That's a fun one for those of you who love sunflowers. So some really fun projects in there too. So, you know, try it out. See if that ruler is something that you might want to give a go at. So Peg says, fun day today. Never have done curves. Yay! Thank you. And Sharon asks where to find Starry Night. Go to mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com and just type in on the search bar Starry Night, STARRY, and you'll find it there.